Welcome to a training demonstration of taking outbound secure line payments using PayGuard delivered by Performance Telecom. This training will be a little bit more in depth than just a demonstration of the system and go through some of the error handling techniques that we use as we go along the way. The initial screen that you'll have is the screen you can see in front of you, a yellow screen at the bar at the top. We can see the agent PIN number. This PIN number is not something that you need to keep private and is unique for every single agent. And this will help us connect the call with your login when the call comes. We also have the number that you'll call the customer on. This particular instance of PayGuard allows you to call a customer, typically either because you know that you want to call them and take a payment, or because they have called in. And at the end of the point at which you need to take the payment, at the end of the call, you say to the customer that you're going to call them back on a secure payment line to take their payment. You'll see these little paste icons here and here throughout the application, and they allow you to paste whatever's in your computer's clipboard memory straight into the field below, which assists in saving time and reducing human error. We do have a call me on. This is a number that is linked to your direct dial number. So this will enable us to call you on your phone as well as calling the customer on their phone. And then this is the number that will be displayed to the customer when we call them now. So I'm going to start off taking a payment. I'm going to tell I've just told the customer on the phone that I'm going to call them back from a secure payment line. And then I hang up the phone. I put their number in here. And that's done. And then I'm going to click the call button. At this point, the call is going to be made to you, and a call is going to be made to the customer. So I've now answered a call on the phones that I'm using. There we go. And it's now time for me to enter in that agent PIN that we mentioned earlier. So during this process, you can simply enter in the agent PIN on your telephone keypad. Now, if you make a mistake, the PIN in this case is 77, and you enter in any other combination of numbers or another number first, you simply press the hash key twice and then enter your agent PIN again. So I have now just entered in 77, which is my agent PIN, and I can see that the link has been established between the call that I'm on and the login as the agent. And I have some options depending on what permissions you've been set, and we're now going to look at pay. So taking a payment is pretty simple. You enter in the amount, or you can paste it if you've copied it from somewhere else, and you simply enter in a reference number. This can be any reference number that again you have copied from somewhere else, or you can type that in. Taking a single payment is as simple as entering that information, choosing the assisted card method, and clicking confirm. Now, at any point during the payment, if you find that for some reason your web browser freezes, or you have some sort of a problem and you're not sure how to get out of it, there is on the top right hand side of the screen a reset button. This little reset button I'm circling with the mouse now. You can press at any time. It'll ask you to press star 3 times on your telephone keypad, click OK, and that'll bring you back to the green screen you saw just beforehand, and you can then start the payment process again. So we've clicked assisted card under the method, and we've clicked confirm, and we now have fields through which we're going to see card details put in. It's at this point that you speak to the customer and say that you'd like them not to say the card information using their voice over the phone, but to type it in to their telephone keypad as if they were dialing a phone number. I'm now entering card information as if I was the customer, and you can see that the card information is populating into the card field. We show you the first 4 numbers and the last 4 numbers, as this allows you to do some error checking as well. So I can say to the customer, thank you, I can see you've entered in the card ending 4242. You need to ask the customer to press the hash key after they've entered in their card information. The next step is to ask them for their expiry date, which they're going to enter in a 4-digit format, and we're going to ask them to enter that in again, followed by the hash key. Now, should the customer make a mistake at any point whilst entering in this information, For example, we can see they've entered in the expiry date 12/19 and they wish to enter in 12/20. You can press at any time on your telephone keypad the star key twice. Pressing the star key twice is going to remove, as you can just see here, it's removed those digits, which allows the customer to enter it in again. If you press the star key 3 times, it will remove all the information they've entered in so far and start again with the card number. So after they have entered in the expiry date, we're now going to ask them, and then press the hash key, we're now going to ask them for the 3-digit code on the back, also known as the security code or the CCV code. So I'm going to enter in that and press the hash key. The customer's now entered in their card information and a confirm button appears. I click confirm, and that brings me to the confirm payment screen, and we can see we also still have the reset button here if we're getting into any trouble. We can confirm the amount, the total, we can confirm the card information, and should you wish to go back to change anything, maybe the amount needs to be £130, we can click the edit payment button at the bottom on the right hand side, and we can then change that to £130. The customer will not need to enter in their card information again. If the customer has entered in wrong card information, and you've only noticed this by the time you've got to the confirm payment screen, the yellow screen, then you can come back to this screen and using the star key we discussed earlier, typing that 3 times, we can erase the card information and they can put that back in again. It could be possible that they want, for example, to pay on a different card and they only realize that at this point. So once we're happy that we have all the information in, we can then click the submit button, and this will then send the payment to be processed. You'll either see a successful green screen, which we have here, or you'll see a red declined, and you'll have the reason for as to why it's been declined. On the successful screen, you can see that we have a token. You can double click on this token, and then you can copy that and paste that to any system. This token is the same as an auth code, and we receive that directly from the payment gateway. We also have a post-order reference field in which you can type any reference that you're asked to place in here by your company, and you can send, if you're authorized to do so, an email address to the customer, and this will send them a confirmation of the payment directly. There's the possible option to transfer the call to a survey or to another number if your company permits this. You can leave notes here, and this is a text field where you can write a description. Your company would direct you as to what they may want you to leave in this field, and you can add tags here, and these tags can be used for reporting purposes, business information, management information that you can pull through and download from CSV later on. So that's adding notes and adding tags. Now we're at the point where we need to wrap this up. You can, if you wish to go back and click on New Order, which you can see on the bottom on the left-hand side, and this will take you straight back to the green screen at the very beginning, where we can process another payment with the same customer during this call. Alternatively, we can process a refund if you have the permissions to process a refund. You can also click the Finish button, which will take you back to the original link screen. Be careful, if you click the Finish button now, then you will not be able to continue taking payments with that customer on this call. The best advice we can give you here is simply to wait until the call is finished before you click New Order. If the call is finished and you click New Order, then you will be coming back to the yellow screen rather than the green screen that I have here now. So I've now ended the call, and automatically the payment system has come back waiting for us to start another call and enter in our PIN again. Thank you very much for listening to this demonstration and training on how to use PayGuard for outbound secure payment. And if you have any questions, please speak to the person responsible for training you. Thank you very much.